Welcome, everyone, to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. There's a lot more at stake than a championship trophy here today. There's playoff positioning and potentially just getting into the playoff on the line as well. So the stakes have never been higher. As we'll see the number 12 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the second-ranked team, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
From the opening drive, it's now 3rd and 4. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Running out of time in the pocket. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
4th down, looking to throw for it. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the 1st down.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll toss it to the right side. He picks up 9, so just short of the 1st down, 2nd and 1.
You know, toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, the play's going to blow up.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Daniels. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, this is what I love to see from the defense. As the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Ball back at the 10-yard line now for 2nd and goal. Runs through the defender. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, that's the risk you take as a coach running this style of offense. And really, as a quarterback, you know that there's a chance you're going to get hit like that. And boy, did he get annihilated by this defense. I'm just happy that he got up and ready to play that next play.
And the defense closes in quickly to stop him short of the goal line. Coach, keeps the offense on the field. They're going for it on 4th and goal. And the quarterback will just sneak it now. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
Chris, I love this throwback approach by this offensive coordinator. 4th down and goal. What the heck? Get behind this offensive line. Trust that they're going to win that surge up front and give the ball back to the touchdown.
They're set now to try the PAT. Kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. He'll hand it off. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid game.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Looking to scramble. Extending the play now. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game. He's able to do that right here.
So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? Grab near the sticks. It's Harbor. Breaking free at the 35. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. They cannot stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes the catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle. Kirk showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Breaks a tackle into the clear. Oh, and the keeper slashing through the defense now for a first down.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The offense with some pre-snap motion. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. He'll take a deep shot. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. Just what they wanted. Got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
Now it's 3rd and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Going to try to use his legs here. Breaking free at the 35. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
On first down, it's play action. Snags a quick throw. Touchdown, Florida. This quarterback on fire today. And they'll set up for the PAT. The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. Now they get set to kick it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? And it's good for a first down to the 36.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Looking to scramble now, refusing to be brought down. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. On the handout, they'll test the right side here. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Ball handed off. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
It's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And the Gamecocks looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And now the defense able to bring him down.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
2nd and goal. Look at this. They come out in a 5-wide formation. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. So after the momentum shifts, Kirk, we are now dead even in this football game.
Chris, doesn't I have that feeling that which quarterback's going to have the ball last is going to be the offense, and the guy that has a chance to win this game may be going back and forth all game.
Extra point splits the uprights. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Gators offense retakes the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. And see if they can do it again. Here's the throw deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Gators.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Kick bounces out of the back to the end zone for a touchback. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Caught in the flat by the running back. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
It went backwards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 24. Back to throw is Sellers. He's running out of time here. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. There's a target, and it's complete. He's swarmed by the defense.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Crucial 3rd down play right here. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. They get him down, but that's a good run, enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going.
Well, this is so deflating for this defense on 3rd and short. Good coverage downfield. They take away all the short routes, but the one guy that they don't account for is the quarterback and his legs. Picks up the first down by being athletic there and great awareness.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a 1st down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Gamecocks pick up enough for a 1st down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
They're going to run it. He's swarmed by the defense. And the Gamecocks are in the red zone. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The offense couldn't convert on 4th down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's got room looking for the end zone. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver a clip.
Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And now we are all even for basically a brand new game here.
Yeah, it's exactly right. With a tie game, you treat this as a fresh slate. Forget about the mistakes you've made, the big plays that you've made before. Doesn't matter anymore. Now you just go out and play and go try to win this game.
Point after, not quite through. The PAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Florida offense retakes the field. This offense scores the defense with a lightning strike, a 1-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. An explosive play across midfield all the way to the 41.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Takes the toss, testing the right side here. Got space looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, Florida. This offense cannot be stopped.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield. That's why he got that ball to the end zone.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. Third down play for this offense. To the air, it's Sellers. There's a screen pass to the running back. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield.
Well, these screen passes are all about timing. I really felt the offense looked like they tipped their hand. The defense started to kind of drift that way towards the screen, and by the time the running back catches the ball, there's just nowhere to go.
They will go for it again here on fourth down. They are 1 for 2 so far today. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He's moving out of the pocket now. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. The tackle is made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. It looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
He's found some room at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback looking to scramble. The defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Back to throw. It's Sellers. Caught near the goal line. One down at the 3, but that's enough for a 1st and goal. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. First down and goal. Can the defense force a field goal and keep the lead at halftime? And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, South Carolina. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution in that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
This one will be fair caught. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Offense has been the story of this first half. Both offenses going up and down the field as the defenses search for answers. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Using his legs on the scramble. And the junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there, play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
Well, he just threw it away here, Chris, and it's not the worst decision. You wish he'd find a guy open to give him a chance for this offense to convert, but at least they have some room now to work if they want to bring the punter out.
And no chance for a return as the punt sails out of bounds. This will likely be the last play of the half. First down. They're going to throw the football. Trying to extend the play. Using his legs here. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Gamecocks will kick this away to begin the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. Gators offense retakes the field. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First play of the second half is a handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Close to the tight end. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Not able to connect. Incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He's going to pull it down and run. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down. The Gators will come to the line here, looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Here we go, fourth down. They'll try to run for it. Finds room at the 30. Tackle made after a big gain.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards. You pick it up, and now you've got another chance at points.
The Gators pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Tackle at the 8 after the completion. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. And the Gators will line up now. It's first and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. He's swarmed by the defense.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Touchdown, Gators. They'll take the lead in the second half. And they get set now to try the PAT.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. The Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense take it. They're going to run, maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down play coming up for this offense. To the air, it's Sellers. Oh, and he doesn't hang on off the deflection there. It's going to bring up a third down play.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. He makes the grab. And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 42.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's looking to scramble. Gets some space around the 30. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to the sticks and just gets the first down.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, just a great play by the running back here, just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
And the Gamecocks have 1st and 10 here. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Nice grab. It's Jacobs.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the handoff. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run phase. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Looking to throw. It's Sellers. Looking right. This one caught. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Methodical but effective here. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in the conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit, they didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the coverage team brings him down to wrap up the 3rd quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Makes a quick grab. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Back to pass. It's Sellers. It's a quick grab. Finding some room at the 25. Touchdown, South Carolina. They jump in front here in the fourth. This passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped. With the conference championship on the line, he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers, but, man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? You can't just allow this quarterback to sit back there and throw. You've got to be able to put pressure on him, or he's going to continue to throw touchdown after touchdown.
Florida offense is back out on the field now. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? First down, looking to throw the ball. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
After a first down loss, it's second and long from the 23. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Airing this one out toward the sideline. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Florida. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right call.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right side. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down play coming up. Looking to throw. It's Sellers. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they bring him down. Blockers not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down, and the crowd really getting into it. He's going to take off. Contact as he threw it. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football and it falls incomplete.
Tie ball game late, and they're going for it on 4th down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking for his big tight end. Finds his man, has the first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. What I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in the 4th quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space in lanes. And he takes off and picks up a first down.
Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Gators offense retakes the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and if you go play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice game.
And he lofts it deep over the middle. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Handoff heading left. The pickup is 6, makes it 3rd down and 4.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Dropping back. It's Lagway. He'll throw it now. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. A great chance for their first interception here today. But it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's 4th down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
The quarterback making some changes at the line. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down. 1st down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
2nd down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. Sticking with the running game. And that run produces a decent gain. And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late game comeback victory. And the quarterback come through under pressure. Down a score late here in the 4th. Caught behind the line. It's Daniels. Breaks the tackle. Now he's got room to run. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense.
Well, Chris, just like this in the fourth quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a one-possession game. Every single time you can get first downs and out of bounds. That's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually put it into the end zone.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain. So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Oh, he just missed his receiver there on 3rd and short. Now you got to think in the fourth quarter, 4th and short, you got to try to cut into this lead. You might want to go for this here to keep thinking about 6 points.
Down by a touchdown late. This is a crucial 4th down play. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
What a touchdown here to pull them within 1 with under a minute to go. Conventional wisdom says you kick the extra point and you rely on your defense to send this game to overtime. But you could go for 2 to try to take the lead.
And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. How will they play this? They've got some work to do to get into field goal range, but how aggressive with this? And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And he's got it down there inside the 35. Touchdown, South Carolina, to take the lead in the final minute.
Chris, I thought we might be headed to overtime here, but this offense would not be denied. Outstanding execution, and they take the lead. Now it's all about can their defense hold on to see if they can get this win.
And he knocks through the PAT. So after taking the lead, they'll kick it away here and hope their defense can make a stop on this final drive. And here's the fair catch by the return man. They've got to get points quickly here, looking for explosive plays right now. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. They can't slow him down. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Chris, just a great job by this offense. Now, I think it's a little bit too late here. They're not going to be able to have a chance to come back. But I think it says a lot about the character of this football team that they're fighting to the very end.
And the coach says, forget OT. We're going for 2 to take the lead right here. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he's got it for the 2-pointer. What a gamble. What execution. And now lead by 1 here late in the game. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. Now the offense here needs some big plays to give the kicker a chance here. The clock is a factor. To throw, it's Sellers. And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. One last pass attempt falls incomplete, and that will wrap up this game. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, they can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams.